Good morning. I'm going to give everybody a second to jump on here. I know a lot of people are probably going to catch the replay. There we go. Okay. I will start out by introducing myself. So if you are new to my page, my name is Ashley Lizzie. I am a doTERRA wellness advocate, a Reiki practitioner, and a holistic coach. I am so excited to be speaking on this topic today because it is one of the struggles that I have had the most my entire life. So this is really awesome and juicy stuff. So if you haven't already, I advise you to get a notebook and a pen, and especially if you're someone who has problematic skin, this would be really great to jot some ideas down here. So, all right, so let me start off by saying that there is not one person in the world who can't benefit from taking care of their skin or who should not be taking care of our skin. Our skin is the biggest organ that we have, and it is also the most vulnerable because it is the most exposed out of all of our organs in our body. So basically, we have to protect it because our skin is protecting all of our other organs. So we have to protect our skin. So it is one of the most important elimination organs in the body, playing a large role in daily detoxification. So you really want to make sure that you're helping your skin detox and get all of the toxins out, because it is taking in the most toxins. So it is the largest organ that receives a third of all of the blood that is circulated throughout the body. When our blood is full of toxic materials, it will reflect with problems on our skin. So that's one of the first ways that they're going to show up. It is the last organ to receive the nutrients in the body, yet it is the first to show signs of imbalance or deficiency. So it is essential that we take care of our skin. So there are a few things that I'm going to share with you about our skincare routine. And this is not just my skincare routine, but many people that I work with and things of that sort, and clients that I help, I always start out with these main rituals. And, of course, we switch it up to personalize it to their personal skin problems. So the first would be, I would advise you to do an overview of your toxic load. This will not only benefit your skin, but your entire body, and will drastically reduce your risk of cancer and many other diseases. So this all goes into what type of air quality you're surrounded by. Are you burning candles all the time? Do you live in a place that releases toxic fumes? You should not only also filter the water that you're drinking, but filter the water that you're putting on your body. So by this, I would recommend a reverse osmosis system in your house. And of course, if that's not feasible, they do make shower filters, which would be super helpful and super beneficial. And I promise you, your skin will be much different. All of these things are affecting your skin. So the average woman puts 500 chemicals on her skin a day, her body in general, a day. So a lot of them are carcinogens, hormone disruptors, and they're all disguised as, perfumes, hair shampoo, conditioner, body wash, regular beauty routine stuff like makeup, hand sanitizers, lotions, all of those types of things, and they're disguised as those. And we think that it's normal because, we need those things for our skin. But really, it's not doing you much good. So I invite you to check out your ingredient list the next time that you're at the grocery store and you're buying something, or you're at the whatever kind of store you buy your cosmetics and stuff, and just check it out. And I will guarantee you that if you don't recognize an ingredient, your body's not going to recognize it either. So keep that in mind, and it's not going to know what to do with it. Therefore, it's going to try to expel it. So in today's world, it's all about like what's cheapest and easiest to mass produce. Not many people care about quality anymore, and that's really sad. So, things that are, like petroleum is in a lot of products because it's so cheap and easy to produce. So keep that in mind. I remember my first inquiry of ingredient labels. It was right after I got out of high school, and I had bought this lotion from, it was like the grocery store or something. And it actually made my hands worse. And I started like my wheels started turning because I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I had seen the list of ingredients that was on there, and it wasn't until that I was pregnant and became a new mom that my wheels started turning again, and they haven't stopped since, because I was not comfortable putting a laundry list of ingredients on my tiny human that consisted of like words that I couldn't even pronounce. And it just didn't make sense to me to do that. So I was obviously very adamant in seeking other ways and other things to do. And we found ways, because there is always a natural way. There's always. And the truth is, we should all be questioning why cancer is so high these days, not just going with what we're being fed as a society, because clearly something is wrong with that. It's not working. And, it's just, and it's getting worse. And that's why I think that, a lot of people are taking the more holistic route when going over their lifestyle, because it's very obvious that what is going on right now is not working. So you have to be your own advocate. And I always advise like everybody to do it. And, and my clients especially, I always, my goal is to have them not need me, basically, to be able to be their own advocate, and for me to set them free after we're done working together. So, and then they can, trickle that down to their people and things of that sort. So if you would like more detailed advice on reducing your toxic load, reach out. I would gladly share my resources with you. So the second advice I would give you when taking care of your skin is dry skin brushing. So the benefits of doing this is that it sheds the dry skin cells and encourages new cell renewal, which results in smoother and brighter skin. So just as, we would clean anything else and try to renew anything else, why not our skin, right? So it assists in improving vascular blood circulation and lymphatic drainage. By releasing toxins, it encourages the body's discharge of metabolic waste so that the body is able to run more effectively. So it helps also to reduce cellulite, because that is a toxic material built up in your skin cells. So instead of going out and getting mass procedures done, try this. It's a much safer and cheaper route, to be honest. It rejuvenates your nervous system by stimulating the nerve endings in the skin. So it helps with not only that, but muscle tone to give you even more distribution of fat deposits and things of that sort. So dry skin brushing helps your skin absorb nutrients by eliminating clogged pores. So this is the thing, if you're wanting to just, I'm going to go to the store and get this great lotion that's supposed to work, number one, if you're just trying to put a Band-Aid on a problem, it's not going to fix it. You're going to have to uncover and really get all of the stuff out of there before you can even add that in. So, basically, this is necessary for everybody, and this is why so many people go through so many different skincare lines and things of that sort, because they are not taking care of the problem and getting rid of what's already built up in their skin. So by doing this, you're really going to help relieve the problem, and you might not even need that extra help that you thought you needed in the first place. So it's just amazing. So it also helps with any ingrown hairs. So it helps, again, stimulating that circulation so that those don't get clogged up and you don't have those as much anymore, or if any at all. Now, what I like to do is add a few drops of DDR Prime or frankincense to my dry skin brush. And it also helps in boosting the healthy cell renewal and, you know, it's just all the things, because DDR Prime and frankincense are just great for healthy cell renewal. So, I promise this is not a toilet brush. They do come in all shapes and sizes though, but this one is the best one I found so far. So, you know, the way that I do this is I start from my ankles and I work up in circular motions, in small circular motions, and I work all the way up to my neck. And just, I do that right before I get into the shower. And in my experience, dry body brushing first thing in the morning can actually set up to be the perfect day, because you just feel so clean. You really do. By doing something solely for yourself first thing in the morning, you can develop just an amazing flow of the day, starting with this. And if you were on my Stress Less class on Tuesday, you will know that my biggest advice to you was self-care. Guess what, guys? This is self-care. So, you know, whenever you're releasing those toxins out of your skin, it's going to improve your mood. It's going to improve your overall body function. So this definitely counts. Anyways, so the third thing that I would recommend in taking care of your skin would be your diet. And you're going to hear me say this all the time. Your skin is a mirror what's going on inside of your body. And if you're having skin issues, there's something deeper inside of you. So the general recommendation is drinking half of your body weight in ounces of pure filtered water every day. Add lemon water in there, add lemon oil in there, add grapefruit oil in there to also help detox all of the things out of your system. So this will nourish your skin like you would nourish your flowers, really. You know, it's not always the first thing that we think of, but it's necessary in having resilient skin. So make sure you're eating properly. And I won't say healthy, because so many people have a skewed view on what that even means these days. You know, they think that means like, oh, I ate a salad today. That's not it, guys. So a 100% organic diet will change the life of your skin along with the rest of your body. And in reality, organic is just a fancy word for real food. It's what our ancestors ate before GMOs and pesticides and all of those things were introduced. And it was just normal. And I always advise my clients to eat the rainbow. Organically, of course. So, you know, it is becoming easier to do that. And it's becoming easier and more affordable for a lot of people to eat that way. Because there's, again, this movement. People know there's a need for it. You know, going vegan is like the big thing this year because of this movement, because people see what's going on. So, you know, everybody's taking a step back and really evaluating. Also, everyone's form of proper eating is dependent on the individual. There's a lot that goes into this. Your blood type is a factor of what foods work best within your body. And whenever I'm working with someone, I always take that into account now, because it is so crucial, because the things that might help me and, you know, my skin and things of that sort might not be the same thing that your body needs. So it's a personalized thing, and it's very easy to figure it out once you start. So now, but I can tell you that you should always know that a highly processed diet is never the answer. And sadly, that's what most Americans eat these days. 70% of Americans eat a high processed diet. And this is, you know, shopping in the canned foods, the boxed foods, and all of that. Anything that is processed, the frozen foods, it takes out the water and the fiber from all of the things, and it just gives you nothing, really, just empty calories. So that's not doing your body any good. So anyways, Don't eat that. Try to switch up your diet a little bit. A lot of us have intolerances that we don't even know about because it's coming out as skin issues and nothing else. That was me and my son, personally. So I can tell you from personal experience that I did not know that I had a dairy allergy or a dairy intolerance. Not an allergy, I'm sorry, an intolerance. And my skin was just, it was like that chicken skin that they call, and they just say, oh, it just happens. There's no reason for it. No, there's a reason for it. Doctors just aren't always taught to dig into that side of things, or certain doctors aren't, so it just depends on what type of doctor you're going to. Now, for me personally, once I cut dairy out of my life and out of our whole family's lives, like my skin improved, my son's skin improved because he had the same thing. And at 2 years old, there's no reason why his skin should be like that. So I knew that it was something that was going on inside of his body. And sometimes this takes trial and error to figure out what exactly it is. But once you do, it will definitely help your skin. So having a proper diet is 99% of the time, the appropriate approach in treating the root cause instead of just managing the symptoms on the outside, such as eczema, psoriasis, acne, the laundry list of skin conditions that doctors can't figure out what they are. So they hand you this cream, you pay a $35 copay, and you're on your way with no understanding of what's going on, and you have no idea what you just spent your money on, and it's probably not going to work. So again, root cause versus the symptoms. If you just have acne or something like that, yes, that can be, depending on your age, that can be normal, but there's always ways of treating it, naturally. So anyways, the fourth thing that I do to keep my skin healthy is obviously essential oils. When your skin is healthy, these will work even better. And they can be used along the journey to getting your skin to optimal health, to being resilient. So it's amazing what can happen. So the first thing, I get a lot of questions about acne. So there is our doTERRA's HD Clear line that is amazing for that. If that is your skin problem, is acne, that is amazing for that. Melaleuca oil, also known as tea tree, I recommend highly whenever you have any type of acne, especially on your face. Really anywhere, but I know it's most common on our faces. So personally, if that's me, I will just put it on directly on my problem areas. I've never really had the full-on breakout, but I've worked with a lot of clients that do, and they do Melaleuca oil in warm water and wash their face with it twice a day. And seen a significant improvement in a couple days. So now keep in mind that doing this will will pull the toxins out of your skin. So, you might at first see a lot of redness because it is literally just pulling it out of you. So don't be alarmed, just stick with it. So now the second thing I do would be the detoxifying mud mask, and I do this 2 times a week. So this is our detoxifying mud mask, and I really recommend only doing a very thin layer because it's very, very strong. I mean, it pulls all of the things out of your face, and you have to think about it. If you've never done a detox mud mask on your face before, imagine how many toxins are built up in your face. I mean, can you imagine? So you want to be very, very cautious with that, and know that, you might have some redness right after that, but it's going to go away. I know the first time that I did it, I was because I had never done it before. So keep that in mind. And as you go, and as you do this twice a week, you're going to notice, number one, how soft your skin is going to be, and your redness is going to continually dissipate because you're being consistent with it. Consistency is key to using essential oils in your life, in every area of your life. So now, side note, what I like to do with this also is put it under my armpits to detox those as well. If you have not switched to a natural deodorant, I highly recommend you do. And the one that I personally use is Coco Lavish's Gentle Deodorant. This one is lavender and peppermint, and I have the citrus kind also. Now, Coco Lavish uses doTERRA essential oils in their products. So the only thing that's in here is coconut oil, beeswax, arrowroot powder, cornstarch, sodium, vitamin E, or peppermint and lavender essential oils. So you're not contributing to, number one, breast cancer, which is like highly, you know, it derives from a lot of the times our deodorant, because there's so many different things that are in there, like aluminum and things of that sort, which a lot of people don't know about. So highly recommend Coco Lavish. Now, I can put a link up for that if you want to check it out, but they are on Etsy. So now, the second most common skin condition that I would get questions about is eczema. So there are so many benefits for this, but a good start would be geranium and lavender, or helichrysum and juniper berry. So eczema it's very common, and not always just in the winter, but I think that it's more common in the winter. So you want to make sure that, number one, you're moisturizing properly. And if you do have eczema, you know, geranium and lavender is the best way to go. If it is on a little one, dilute it with coconut oil. Always dilute it with coconut oil, because it's just going to be very soothing for your skin. So another skin issue would be skin calluses. So oregano we'll just get rid of them. So just use oregano on that. Chronic dry skin or body butter is it's amazing for that. So it's so clean that you can actually eat it. I don't recommend eating it, but you can. So my husband had this issue on his hands. He had insane amount of, like, to the point where his hands were cracking and bleeding and all of the things. And we were treating it for psoriasis and eczema and all of these things, but it was really chronic dry skin. And once he started using the body butter, it went away completely. So it's pretty amazing stuff, and it's really thick. So it's thick butter. Now, another common thing that I get questions about is itchy skin, and this happens, I think, a lot of times in the winter as well, with it just being so dry. Like a mixture of coconut oil with peppermint and lavender, and even some frankincense would be great for that situation. So the lavender is going to soothe the skin, the peppermint's going to stop the itching, and the frankincense is going to help with the renewal of the cells in the skin. It's just all going to be great for you. So another thing would be rashes. Melaleuca and Roman chamomile and lavender are just my 3 top go-tos for rashes. So you want to, obviously, if you can pinpoint what type of rash it is, we could get a little bit more detailed here. But for the general start, if you have no idea, this is what I always recommend. Bleeding skin, so if you get like dry, cracked, like bleeding skin, helichrysum and immortelle is going to be the best thing for you. Burns, lavender oil will take them away. I burned myself last week, and I put lavender on it, and it stopped hurting instantly. So it's pretty amazing stuff. Stretch marks would be like myrrh and lavender, immortelle, things of that sort. Will all help with that. Volitigo, I don't know that I'm saying that right, but frank, sandalwood, and vetiver. That's what I would recommend for that. Melanoma, so skin cancer. This is something that is very common, and I just talked with someone last night that has this. So Hawaiian sandalwood, arbor vitae, and frankincense are all going to be the combination to help stop the growth of melanoma and to help heal it. Now, I obviously would not be able to talk about healthy skin without talking about the supplements, because these 3 here, which is our lifelong vitality, is going to help your skin from the inside out. So again, healing the inside to heal the outside. So just amazing stuff, and you want to make sure that you're being consistent with that as well. just to keep, because it's doing not only, it's keeping your skin, your hair, your nails, it's keeping your immune system up, it's keeping your mood up, it's keeping your energy up. There are so many things that it's doing for you, again, and it's getting rid of the toxins that are in your body as well. So healing from the inside out is the way that you always want to go. So also now when we're talking about anti-aging, there is a whole skincare line just for that. Now, again, so many things that goes into this depending on your skin type, but there are quite a few different options for this. Now, Immortelle is if you're looking for a roller, is just like our anti-aging blend. So super, super amazing and super powerful. So now, personally in our house, we use the Virage skincare line, which is amazing. And it's basically like just for, I don't want to say normal skin, but to keep your skin healthy as it is. Like if you already have healthy skin, this is just going to maintain that and not let it get to the point of, not being healthy. So everyone's skin is different, which is why it's so wonderful that there's so many different options. But I always recommend people to have Frank. So frankincense is just the powerhouse to your entire house, really, and your entire body. So you'll be so glad you added it to your skincare line. So it's crucial for having resilient skin, which is what, the whole point is, which is what we're getting at. So frankincense, like I said, whenever I put it on my dry skin brush, it helps with the healthy cell renewal. Therefore, it's going to do that even if you put it in your moisturizer or whatever you do. It is already in there, but that extra boost is already amazing. So, and of course, what's really cool is that you can even create your own skin blend. So I know that I got a little glass pump bottle and I put fractionated coconut oil in there, put frankincense in there, I put jasmine in there, I put melaleuca in there and helichrysum, and I think something else, just based on what my skin needed at that time. And I still use that every day on top of the other things, just for an extra support. So again, you can just teeter it to what you're needing. If it's extra dry, if it's oily, whatever you need, it's just simple. So I hope this helped. Another key thing that I would like to point out is rose oil. So this is an amazing, amazing oil to have in your home, because whenever you're in doubt on what you need to use for your skin, the properties of rose are just amazing. So I always like to put it here. And it also gives your immune system a boost, but it also gives your skin a healthy glow. And I like to also put it almost like a chapstick, because it just helps if you have really dry lips and skinlet there. This is your key. So side note from the normal chapstick and things that you would wear. I personally can't do chapstick because it just makes me sick for some reason. So, yeah. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to, you could also send me a personal message if you need to. I will go post this on in our oil group as well, and I will save this so you guys can watch the replay. I hope this served you. And I hope that you guys have a great day. Hello. I'm finally seeing the comments. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this helped you. And yeah, have a good day, guys.